Welcome everyone to Hammered and Cheese, where just like you, we love wieners. So I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. After today's shenanigans, I just felt like I'm like I you saw my post about the wiener. So I was at Costco this morning, which I don't like shopping on the weekends in general,
Mhm.
which I'm sure you understand as a DoorDasher, that like the weekend, you're like, no, I'm staying home because people are the worst. Because everyone tries to cram in their stuff on the weekend, right? And I have the luxury of being able to go out during the week, so I'd rather do that. But we went today in the morning, and as I got to my car, we loaded up the car, closed it, returned the cart, sat in the car, and I see a guy like just waiting behind me and like giving me stink eye, and I'm like, I'm gonna eat my hot dogs right now. Just I'm just like turn the car on. I'm like, let's just wait and get it warm. That's fine, and just do that. It was fun. It was very fun. But what can I say? How was your day, sir?
Oh,
Or-
this is another day, man. Um, my kid had basketball this morning. That went pretty
that's
good.
that's exciting.
Oh, yeah.
And that was his first game ever.
Yeah, he never played like organized basketball before.
Have you ever like grabbed a basketball and went and played with him? Like just
Yeah, he usually cries.
Wait,
So
is that because you're the kind of dad that trips or like checks
no,
the ball
no,
and then he throws it at his face? He's like,
I'm not.
he's like,
No,
oh,
I'm because I'm like it usually starts as soon as I'm like, let's go outside.
and he's like, oh, I hate
Yeah,
outside. Yeah.
and then I'm like, all right, let's run a drill, and he's like,
Yeah.
he
I
doesn't
mean,
like, he's not an active kid, generally speaking. I have been making him get active to get ready for basketball, and it did him a lot of like a lot of good because he was able to run up and down the court pretty good.
I feel like there's nothing worse than your first time getting into a competitive situation like that and finding that you're slower than everyone.
I mean, he was slower than everybody, but mostly just because like he runs like a chick who's never had to run before. You know what I mean? Like, what do I need to run? You know, like it's that's not even a good one because it's not even like a good example because I feel like women
Yeah.
like they always in the back of their head they're just like I'm gonna need to run someday. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like learning how to run is a skill that you should definitely learn at some point.
well, more
Right.
so women more so find themselves in situations where they run probably more than men do. You know what I mean? Like, there's danger. People
Well,
are out to get them. You know?
yeah. See, this was my theory in for my whole life was I'm like, I can't run faster than people. So there is no flight. I can only fight. So anytime it was like, oh, I'm gonna come get you, I'm like, all right, let's do it. And they're like, wait, you're not gonna run away? I'm like, where am I gonna run to? It's just open fields. Like I can't serpentine. It's still too slow. It just hello, Victoria. What's up, Zane? Omega? I don't know what that means.
Is that a Greek word?
Uh, I don't know. Welcome everyone though to Hammered and Cheese. We are making sausage chili because I'll be honest with you, it's cold as shit outside. Guto, I don't know what that means either, Zane. But hey, we appreciate you being here. What's up, Nancy St. John? Or
Nancy
is that
St.
is that
John.
is Nancy St. John a pseudonym for Hulk Hogan? Where he's like, "What's up, brother?" And just, I mean, what's up with you? Like, I'm definitely a Hulkamaniac, so that's cool, Nancy. I appreciate you. Welcome everyone to Hammer and Cheese. We are going to be cooking today, so please remember to like and subscribe to Sniffing Glue 22 and Dean the Genetic Marvel on whatever social media you use, because we're probably there as well. Because we whore ourselves out to the masses on a regular basis. So please make sure you do. See Spanish, know a little bit of English. Zane, we appreciate you. Buenas noches, and I hope you're having a great day, sir. That's
Can you believe the holidays are officially over? Like, we're done.
well, now this is the season of dread.
Right.
You're right, and nobody wants to open their mail. Everyone's just like, because everyone's getting a bill. This is a season that people who are active online and be like, oh, I always check my bills and da 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 da. Now they're like, I'll wait for the mail. I don't want to see it. I'll be patient. Jimmy. Also, we have a lot of Spanish here. I hope you're well too. Good evening, Moto. I mean, squid. I mean, now you're just saying words you might know. I appreciate that. But yeah, so like, yeah, holidays are over. When's the next holiday for you guys? Our next holiday is in February, which is Family Day.
Valentine's Day, if that even counts. Like, I'm not in a relationship, so
I have a question for you because you've been
the
DoorDashing.
Super Bowl, if you ask me.
Yeah. Kidding. It turned out well for you. So far, so good, brother. I hope you're doing well, Jimmy. Yeah. Well, okay. Here's a question: do you deliver on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
And do you have any fun stories from that?
No, not really.
That's horrible.
I mean, people have like they're just getting their shit delivered to them, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't have too many weird delivery stories, other than like sometimes people answer in their underwear. Like, that's about as weird as it gets, I guess. There's some hot ones, there's some ugly ones, but
I assume it's mostly dudes with like a ball sticking out or something, and they're like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?"
mostly chicks, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm kind of
some hot, some old, some fat. You know what I mean? Some fuckable for sure, but like it's not dudes. Not really any dudes. All chicks. It's like women are just like totally fine with making other people uncomfortable, but like,
yeah, that's true.
dear God, if a man does it, he's going to prison.
Yeah, that's true. If you are a dude and you walk to the door nude, you're gonna have the cops called on you. That's
Right.
just that's what's gonna happen. You're going to jail.
Your
sir.
own door.
Yeah, your own door. You may not leave the house, even if you're naked in front of a window. The cops are coming. I'm an 18-year-old guy from Mexico, and I don't understand it. Just listening to it and reading it. Hey, you know what, Jimmy? It's under. You know what? Last year, so 2 years ago, I was actually in Leon, and I had a great time.
2 años.
2 años. Yeah, I was in Leon, and it was beautiful because that was 2023. Jesus Christ, time is going. Me and my friends. Me and my friends sword fight all the time, but we use our wieners instead. How dare you, Harris? How dare you? Okay,
Harris,
you use a sword, and then the victor gets to use his wiener. That's
Harris's last name is Balls.
Maybe
Harris Balls.
that's fair. But yeah. Hey Zane, and you know what? Hey, welcome to 2025, everyone. It's been. Is this our first episode of 2025? I think so. Right? Yeah. This is our first episode of 2025.
Hammer and cheese episode. We did a show on Thursday.
This is the one that's important, though. That's fine. This is. But I mean, like,
are the holidays officially over? Because it's still the weekend after the holiday.
I feel like there are a lot of people who are going back to work
Monday,
and then I can shit through a screen. I have liquefied. You should see a doctor, Harris. Like, what's wrong with you? Right. Thank you, Dane. We appreciate you. But yeah, it's because I know a lot of people are taking they take that block of time off until after New Year's, like that week, just to recover, right? Because I mean, I like partying on New Year's. It's fine. Stop. I won't stop. Just an FYI. I will never stop. It's never gonna happen. But yeah, so sausage chili. What are your feelings on this, sir?
I don't know. So our buddy, if you watched the Thursday show that we just previously mentioned, mental health, mental health.
Yeah.
We had our buddy Marco Torres come on as a guest, and we talked about focus. And let me tell you, we did not focus. But he did recommend sausage chili. I guess he said he went to a bar, his local bar in his area after work, and the chef or the cook or whatever called off, so the bartender just made some chili, some sausage, Italian sausage chili.
Yeah.
And, it piqued my interest with it being the time of year it is. It's literally it's we've gotten probably a foot and a half of snow the last like 2-3 days.
Oh,
You know
really?
what I mean? So like, yeah, we're getting dumped on, and it's going to continue on until who knows
March.
when. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been 20 degrees for 3 days. It's going to be 20 degrees for the foreseeable future. And by foreseeable future, I
Yeah.
mean my Google app only goes to 10 days.
Yeah.
So for at least 10 days, it'll be 20 degrees. So chilly sounded good.
Yeah. I mean, pun intended, right?
I wish we had Marco on, but I feel like asking him to come on 2 shows in a row in the same week, no less.
I mean, yeah, might be a little much.
Is a lot. I hope he's out there watching at some point or whatever, because we did take Marco Torres's recommendation.
Yeah. And if you want to see more about Marcus Torres, so sometimes he comes on our show, so Dino the Jedi Marvel, Sniffing the 22, but he also has his own show on Wednesdays on Upside Down Studios, so you can check that out on YouTube and Facebook, and they also do stuff, and it's very entertaining. A little more aggressive content, but still viable. I usually go on Wednesdays and hang out there, so please make
Why are you
sure.
always hating?
Huh?
Why are you always hating?
I'm not hating. I'm just trying to figure out like if I'm gonna lose the fight against wanting to swear when I'm on the internet.
Oh, I use
Because
it every day.
no, we swear all the time, right? And I celebrate it with fuck shit cock balls. I love it. But at the same time, we are trying to we're monetized, we're trying to grow and trying to do stuff.
Like the internet isn't a school.
No.
It's not a daycare.
Also
You know
not
what I
for
mean?
children.
It's
Not for children.
right. It's a public place for adults who don't want to leave their house, which is fair if you're an adult.
Perfect, Zane. Perfect. Hey, what's up, Ali Pro? But yeah, no, that's like, look, it's the internet is the Thunderdome, or at least it should be the Thunderdome, right? It is the epitome of quote unquote free speech. You should be able to say whatever you want. The problem is that people are like, oh, then I'm just gonna say the N word. You're like, no, you can't say that.
The weird thing is, free speech is interesting. It's an
Yes.
interesting concept because with the fact that like I don't even think you guys have free speech in Canada, right? Like that's not really
Not
y'all
in
can
our
pretty much say whatever you want, but you kind of can't. And even in America, we kind of can't really. You know what I mean? Like there's things that you can't like threaten the president. You know what I mean?
yeah.
There's you can't threaten like anybody really, which I think is
No.
you should be allowed to threaten people
Well,
um
so
under free speech. Like threatening is different than doing, in my opinion. And
I'll,
it should be like there should be like a difference between just outright threatening somebody and being like, if you don't stop, I'm gonna fuck you up, or if you come anywhere near my child again,
yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
break
gonna
you.
fuck you up. You know what I mean?
I
Like
see. I am of the theory that I should be able to say something threatening. I shouldn't be allowed to threaten. So I'd say, hey, if you keep going that way,
if it's the if
yeah.
if is good.
If you if
Remember
like
Hercules? If is good.
if it's good, it's just one of those things. Yeah. SW says free PDD. Absolutely not, you mental
Okay.
case.
We're
What's
okay.
wrong with you? Even Ali Bro is like, no, don't free PDD. That's a horrible idea. Why would you do that? Joy says, well, there should be some decorum to free speech. So this is the thing is I just
The Chinese UK nationalist.
yeah, I know, eh? She's trying to corrupt the world. It's fine. But it's that idea where it's like, yes, you should be able to discuss and give your opinion on any subject. I think that as a point of free speech is fair. But the fact that people assume that they can say whatever they want and they have freedom of consequences, you're like,
Consequences
that's
not.
not where.
If you say something that pisses me off, I should be allowed to fight you. And then when we go to court and the court's like, well, why'd you hit him? And I'll be like, because they said this, this, this. Oh,
And like,
okay.
oh, that's fair, yeah.
Fair. So like there should also be freedom of like whooping a motherfucker's ass depending on what happened.
I see, and that's the thing is, hey, somebody talked out and it was to my wife. I said, hey man, that's my wife. Can you not? And
Right.
he said, I can do
He
whatever I
did,
want. I said, no, you can't. And then he said something else. So I broke his face. That's a reasonable thing, right? Also, Ali Pro says, can I just say I ate a man today? Sounds a little gay. Zane, no, that's fair. He was very tasty. Also a little gay. Just saying,
Okay,
Ali Pro.
Jeffrey
And I'm not
Dahmer.
saying that as a bad thing. I'm just identifying
Sounds
the
gay.
fact.
Yeah, it sounds gay. Jeffrey Dahmer's gay.
Yeah, very. Not free speech, not free speech, not free violence.
No,
You know what? That's
so
only because you can't beat people up, Victoria. That's only because you can't beat people up. I have no problem not using my words and just using my.
in my opinion, this is America, okay? Now you guys are Canadian.
It's a little different.
Victoria comes from Chinese culture and she grew up in the UK, right?
Yeah, she shouldn't even be
Okay.
able to talk to
So
other men.
you don't
That's
know
fine.
what I'm about to say. The First Amendment in America, okay, in the Constitution, the very first one says freedom of speech, freedom of press.
Yeah.
I think it's also freedom of not petition. What's the one where you protest, freedom of protest. And then I could be wrong. It could the protest one could be a different amendment, but I believe in freedom of press, freedom. I believe it's freedom of press, freedom of speech, and freedom of protest. Okay,
Yeah.
peaceful protest. But why that's important to me and why the whole country is based off of checks and balances. Okay, not
Yes.
every country has this thing. We're checks and balances. Okay, we have the judicial system, we have the executive branch, and we have the president. All of these things are supposed to have equal amounts of power, and they all got to be able to cancel out each other. And you got to have at least two of those to say yes for something to pass. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm looking up the actual thing so I could try and see what it is.
well, for the sake of my argument,
Yeah.
all of that free speech specifically is checked and balanced by the
Yeah.
Second Amendment. And if you're not American, the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms,
Yeah.
which essentially means like I can shoot you, like you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Not
So
only
like
that, I may.
I'm allowed to own a gun. So be careful what you say, you know, like
Hold on. Vic, hey, Zane is like, first he's like, fuck. Can I say sorry? Zane, you can say whatever you want, bro. If you get a little crazy, I'll put you in a timeout and then you could just hover and then you can come back. But yeah, you can say
back
whatever you want.
in
Okay.
a little bit.
Donate $100 and I won't eat you for a year. Listen, bro, I'm a little fat after the holidays, so you're welcome to come try. But I'll tell you, if anything, it's just going to make me look better. So that's fine. The wise man knows when to keep silent. Only the fool tells all he knows. Something people should keep in mind when talking about free speech.
Well, right.
I
That's the
agree.
freedom of consequence thing. You know what I mean? You don't
Yeah.
have freedom of consequence. That's not in anywhere. Even the one country, I believe, in America that has free speech, we don't have freedom of consequence. You say some dumb
No.
shit, you're gonna get fucking hit in the face. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like possibly get shot, possibly get harassed, possibly lose your job. You know what I mean? You have to know. You're right, the wise man. But here's the funny thing about becoming a wise man: very few wise men, non-mafioso, very few wise people get wise without doing some dumb shit or saying some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Without consequence and learning
So
the consequences of their actions.
so the First Amendment is freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition. That's
Okay,
what it is. That's what it
gotcha.
is. All
So
right.
religion's
And
in there too.
yeah. Which it's fair. Then the Second Amendment is right to bear arms. Third Amendment is quartering of soldiers. I don't know what that means.
Oh, quartering of soldiers is a fun one. Like the government can't tell you that you have to home soldiers,
Oh,
like American soldiers or whatever. Because that was the thing during the American Revolution is um
they would take your house and be like, "This is now soldiers' quarters."
no, they wouldn't take your house, but the UK would come over here
Yeah,
and be like, um we are commandeering your house. You
right.
can still have your house to you, but you have to feed and home
And house us too,
our soldiers until we leave and move on to the next destination. In
right?
America, that's not a thing anymore, and
Yeah.
they're not allowed. I don't even know if that's even a thing anywhere, but like that's just in our shit because the UK was being dicks when they came over here.
As we know, sometimes the UK can be dicks. It's fine. uh, this is hold on. I got it. I eat 100 people per day. Jesus Christ, you need to start fasting. I'm gone off my hinges. Let me find my facts. That's fine. That's what people don't remember, especially when people comment anonymously online and say mean or dumb shit. That's true too. I've seen an uptick in people posting and being like their comments get reported to their workplace and then they get fired, and you're like, yeah, you talking to me? You talking about me? I don't say dumb stuff.
That's why you really got to use like a fake name on the internet. I recommend if you're gonna say crazy shit, if you're just like a sharer,
Yeah.
like a post sharer, that's one thing. But if you're gonna be out there just fucking wilding out, like, and you know you're wilding out, you should use a fake name on the internet. That's why I'm not. That's
Just
why
to
on the internet, like, there's this big debate about whether or not you should have to like use your ID to sign into the internet. You know what I mean? And I'm just not for that at all.
So, yeah, I don't know. I like that's the thing is like because as you and I have talked, like there are people that we know. No worries, Zane. It's all good that you're joking, but like the idea that I personally know. Oh, what's up, Serge? How you doing, brother?
What up, Serge? You're not at work today? Oh, it's Saturday.
Yeah. Hear that hackers on the dark web who will, if it goes too far, find these bullies and share that. Yeah, they do. It's
That's
so, and this is the thing.
though. Doxing is illegal.
Yeah.
Because you know why it's illegal? Because people kept doing it to politicians.
100%.
It wasn't illegal before that.
That's the only reason it's illegal. That's even a lot of times I've been seeing a lot of stuff where it's like, yeah. The laws here are to protect the rich. They're not here to help the poor. Let's be very clear.
Right.
That's in civilized society, nobody cares.
A speeding ticket is like $300 because that's like not enough to piss off a rich person. A rich person be like, whatever, but it's enough to fuck over the poor. You know what I mean?
Correct. That's their whole thing. But yeah, Alibro, something to think about is that something is always touching you. But I am always touching something. So
what do you think about fines, like legal fines? Specifically, it's like traffic violations. Specifically, what do you think about that being like? You have to submit like bank statements or your most recent W-2 or 1099 or whatever, and then being like, and they try to figure out what it is based off of your income.
I believe that is a thing in Sweden or in the Netherlands. I'm not sure where it is. Somewhere in Europe, somewhere in hoity-toity Europe, up north.
That's crazy. That's not even a compensation.
Where they whatever, if you're speeding, your bill or your fine is dictated by your average daily income. That's how it's done. So
it should still be, don't get me wrong, like a speeding ticket should still be ridiculous for me. Like $300 eats my ass, okay?
100%.
Like whatever $300 is to Elon Musk versus me is what it should be. Like to him, like I don't know, like a cool meal.
No, like no, it should be like 300 grand, and for the common person, it should be $30.
300 grand seems low for fucking Elon Musk if you think about it. Like that.
Yeah, but it's just a speeding ticket. Who gives a shit?
That dude has a couple $100 billion. You know, the richest, I forget the fourth guy, but Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk,
I'm gonna see
Zuckerberg, and then there's one other guy. They like 2 weeks ago. I don't think it's Jimmy Buffett, Mom. Warren Buffett, whoever. I don't think it's Warren Buffett, but the four richest guys in the world, like 2 weeks ago combined, just reached $1 trillion.
Yeah,
that's insane. It's roughly $250 billion each.
So it says that Jeff. Okay, so I'm just doing some internet googling. Is that Jeff Bezos' salary is technically about $7.99 million per hour in 2023.
Okay, but he's not just making salary. You know, he's got money in stocks and shit like that. You know.
No, but that's it's the founder of Amazon earned approximately 7.99 million per hour. The problem is those
Well,
earnings could
that
be
also doesn't
unrealized,
count for
right?
stocks and real
Yeah.
estate and stuff like that. Unrealized gains. That's why the unrealized gains thing is where rich people make most of their money.
Yeah.
And that's why Kamala was wanting to
Yeah.
come after everybody for unrealized gains. But I'm not down for that. I'm
No,
sorry. I know
that's
they're
great.
rich or whatever, but like,
Well, that will just eat up all the growth in your home and stuff like that. No worries, Ali Pro. Hey, have a great night and
it'll
good luck in 5 hours. All right.
later, Alpro. Um, well, it's not even that would that just fuck over everybody, but like
Yeah.
they're trying to act like, oh, it's a way to get after the rich. They're gonna get after everybody. Okay, let me
Yeah.
tell you. First off, like we don't need our unrealized gains going to the government. Okay,
Great.
you want to penalize the rich? Find a way to penalize the rich, but don't give it to the government.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
That's the funny thing is they're ever to me the liberal side of that argument is, well, the rich don't pay their fair share in taxes. Okay, that's an understandable remark and
Sure.
aggravation. Okay, so
Yeah.
here's what I say: the instead of making the rich pay their fair share in taxes, why don't we try to figure out how we can not pay as many taxes as them? Like, why don't we not pay taxes too? How about that? How about that? That sounds better to me.
Well, like, let's remember the entire idea of income tax was based on paying off the war, right? That was the whole creation of it. And
Yeah, the
remember,
war that ended in fucking 1917 or something like that, 1919.
whatever. It was the First World War. But yeah,
Dude,
so
no,
the idea that it still
the
exists is ridiculous. Yeah.
World War One is where we got the income tax, and that was um why
The
they
government,
put in the income tax.
it was the reason the government was able to fund the Manhattan Project because they're like, well, we got all this money from income tax. What do you guys
Right.
want to
That
do?
was
Yeah.
yeah. 30 years later, we're able to nuke everybody for shit like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the funny thing is, women's right to vote isn't even as old as the lie about income tax. Because women's right to vote in America came in 1920. The ending of World War One ended, I think, in 1917. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this bullshit has been going on since before women could even fucking vote. So which means women came into a world where they're being taxed on their income. That's why they're so pissed about the inequality because they just always been taxed from the minute they were able to work.
Bro, see, but this is the problem. Okay, this is the thing. So Serge just said this. My buddy's grandfather will, like a poor old man, get his food from the food donation, and he had millions. See, that's the problem. Is that you and I can go broke off just feeding ourselves, right? That's true, right?
I
And
do hit the food pantries probably once every month or two.
okay, but as that goes, you're a single father, you're living on your own, you have no one to help you. Yeah, that's what that's there for, right? That makes
And it
sense.
only started after Joe Biden's America, to be fair.
A lot started after Joe Biden's
When
America, and
food went up fucking
9 million%.
the average grocery bill for me and my kid would have been fucking, I don't know,
30 bucks,
$40 a
40 bucks.
week
Yeah,
in 2019. Now it's like $100 for me and
yeah,
Jack. And
yeah,
also, when I say me and Jack, Jack's only here on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and every other weekend.
yeah,
Yeah, he ain't here every day.
yeah. That's like that's the thing is number one, you're too fat. That's so, but
I'm American, so
says me.
I can
But
always cut weight.
oh, bro, that's just factual. That's just factual. Let's get started on some chili, bro.
Your grandpa had millions? Tell him to hook me up. Oh, wait, you said had. All right, yeah, let's get started on some chili.
This is the inherent problem though, but that's one of those things where in all honesty I think that uh you know it's a messed up world, right? But hey, here's hoping that Papa Trump fixes things. All right, we got Hunt's. What is that? Tomato sauce?
I don't think Donald Trump has enough time to fix things. I think he has enough time to like, what is it? Yeah, I have tomato sauce. But I think he has enough time to relieve pressure. I think that's the term I want to say.
I don't know. I don't know.
When you have too much steam building, when you have a lid on a pot, and you
Yeah.
just kind of like lift the lid for a minute, you know what I mean, and then put it back down. I think that's what he has time to do.
That is not. That's the problem I think right now.
Only got
is
4 years.
Yeah, he's only got 4 years, and then hey, we're hoping that Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, can jump in and keep the train going.
He
But
is
we'll see.
fucking 7 years old. He had a chance. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Trump's 78, but still, like,
It would be awesome if the next person was like, "Hey, Trump, do you want to be my VP?" And just be like, what the fuck? Why not?
VP. I was thinking about this the other day. I was reading the amendment. So I have Hunt's garlic and herb
pasta sauce. Fancy
pasta sauce.
Victoria has asked, "Does your chili have beans or no beans?"
Dude, don't even get me started on this shit.
Hey, every time we do chili, there you go. Dark red kidney beans. There's the answer, Victoria.
I'm a fucking bean guy. I'm from Texas, where that was the origin of no beans in chili.
Yeah.
I disagree. No, it's not a bean without or it's not a chili without beans.
Like, see, this is the thing though, is that just because you add beans to your chili doesn't make it not chili. It's like, it's not like you're removing avocados from guacamole.
No, it's not a chili without beans. The fucking thing.
I don't know. Whatever.
When you say, oh, just because you add beans to it doesn't make it not a chili. Of course, because it's not a chili without beans. It's just brown tomato sauce.
I think it's meat and vegetable. Honestly, if without the beans, see, that's the thing. Is without the beans, I think it's just a stew. That's my opinion.
Without the beans, it's a hot dog sauce. Okay, and don't get me wrong, I love hot dogs with hot dog sauce, but I still kind of want beans on my hot dog, my chili dog. If I'm honest, I always get chili with beans, even for a chili dog. But chili without beans is hot dog sauce. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah. We need to get someone in office that will focus on real problems and actually take it. Oh, that's like, we're 40 years of not having that shit, right? Like, we need someone who actually is president and not just
what about that Pierre Paul Revere guy?
Oh God. I don't know. You know what? A lot of people are like, he's going to save Canada. I'm like, he is a career politician. So as much as he's better than our current leadership,
I already lost faith in him.
Yeah, it's like he's never had a real job. He's been a career politician. I don't have faith in people like that.
Fair.
So
it's a fair argument. I kind of, when I saw him in interviews, minimal interviews, he kind of came off as like a Canadian Trump a little bit, but that could be an act.
It's by design. There's no question there. Victoria says, yeah, that's what I thought. Texas don't do beans. That's true.
They don't. It's stupid. That's where I'm from, and it's stupid.
Victoria also said, I've seen one where they top it with raw onions and cheese.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, actually. I'm not raw onions, but I am going to put cheese over it, and I'm going to put onions in it.
Oh, yeah. Serge says, do you make it spicy? Fair question.
Fucking course. Do you know me, Serge? How long have you been watching this show, my man?
I'm of the opinion that everything needs a little bit of spice. Now, whether that be just some pepper or it has to go full blown with like poblanos and
I mean, my little bit of spice is kind of like most people's like extra hot.
Yeah.
I like it hot, dude.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
No, mine would record pretty high on a Scoville reading. And that's my medium, I should say.
Next time I come down, should I bring hot stuff and we'll experiment?
We'll do like a
hot.
Like a contest.
I'll see if I can buy another hot chip and we'll bring it down.
Yeah, we'll do a contest for content contest. All right, so I have petite diced tomatoes because I like my chili chunky.
That's fair. Victoria says, I have a feeling there would be a riot if Jagmeet Singh gets voted. Oh, okay. So our third I guess our third ranked party is the New Democratic Party. I don't even know. They're useless. But their leader is an Indian guy named Jagmeet Singh, and he had a whole thing that he was like his press conferences were called Jagmeet and Greet, and I'm like, that is such a good name. Cilantro, because you want to ruin your chili. Clearly.
This is Dino's body wash.
Oh, gross. You know what though? I just pictured me in like a Russian bath, like hitting myself with cilantro. Just gotta clean up with the cilantro.
I pictured you going.
Yeah, 100%.
And hot water.
I'd be slapping it on my back. That's good.
I always say that because you say it tastes like soap.
It does taste like soap.
What is your wife saying about kimchi?
Oh, I've started eating foods with kimchi now. It's so weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why people invaded that area, huh? Was it Korea?
Serge asked, "Are you including jalapenos?"
Y'all getting ahead of me, but yes, I have cowboy
candy. Ooh.
These are candied jalapenos.
Fancy. I do like a candied jalapeno or pickled jalapeno. They're fantastic. Raw jalapeno.
Remember, I am even though I'm going to put beans in this, I am still from Texas, so this is going to be a Texas-like chili. So it's going to be spicy. Of course, it's going to have jalapenos, probably some onions, cilantro. These are all Texas things. All right.
John Taylor says, "Good afternoon from Honolulu, Hawaii." Good afternoon to you, John. I hope you're having a fantastic time. I heard there's been some weather. I believe your big island had a volcano blow. Are you okay?
Where's John Taylor from?
Honolulu, Hawaii.
Oh shit.
Here I have questions for you, John. Please. I hope you're staying in turn. Yeah.
Here's our cowboy candy.
Cilantro sounds delicious. That's because you're evil, just like him.
It's fucking delicious, bro.
Serge says, "Fuck yes," because I mean, why not? Don't kick it till you try it, and add kimchi to your ramen or fried rice or burger. Delightful. Yeah, I like kimchi. It's definitely spicy. It's got cabbage. Like, yeah. Good recipe. Yes, the Big Island
Korean barbecue sandwich not too long ago, and it had it was like pork and kimchi on it, and I think it had some kind of slice of cheese, which was weird because I'm like, there's not really cheese in Asia, but no, there's not.
Sure, there is.
Bullshit. And don't say crab rangoons either, because I know that's not Chinese. That's made up.
I'm gonna say
there's no cheese. Tofu's not cheese, dick face.
I look up Asian cheeses. Let's see. Paneer, Kenna, cheese curd, kesong puti. Yeah, there's a ton of them. They all have weird names, but
one you said was Spanish. Victoria, what's a Chinese cheese?
Yeah. There's a lot of
or Malaysian, because I know you're UK too. So is Victoria from Hong Kong?
No, well, so her parents were
lineage, I guess.
Well, China, then Hong Kong, and then she was born in the UK.
Because I'm trying to understand the UK Chinese ordeal, because Malaysians I know are pretty English. I think it's Malaysians.
Yeah.
What Singapore, but the only part of China that was owned by the English was Hong Kong, right? For a long time until
2007, and then all hell broke.
Was it that recent?
Yeah, I live on the island.
China took back Hong Kong a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, 2007.
It's not even a capitalist anymore, because that was the capitalist point.
Oh, Serge is actually from Hawaii. He says we live near Punch Bowl, wherever that is. Kilauau is cresting hourly. Jesus, that's terrifying. How close is that to you, John? And is it terrifying? It sounds terrifying. If we come visit you, Dino will make you a kimchi fried rice. I mean, sure, why not?
I love kimchi fried rice.
So Victoria has a recipe for it. It's actually quite good because we include bacon and all sorts of. It's really good. I cook with all Asian vegetables. That's a little racist, John, but I understand.
What are Asian vegetables?
I have a Chinese wife. We all have a bunch of Asian vegetables, but every once in a while I throw a carrot at her. Cheese isn't a big thing for Chinese. It's mostly Southeast Asian who have cheese and Northern China who have cheese. Yeah.
I knew it. Fucking liars.
What do you mean? So it's
you're a liar. I I got chicken broth. I'm gonna throw a little chicken broth in there.
Why don't you throw beef broth?
Huh?
Why aren't you throwing beef broth?
Because I already had chicken broth.
All right, that's fair.
Most
Yeah,
of everything I already had. All I had to do was pick up cilantro and sausage for this meal.
Oh,
I already had
totally
it.
different island. Oh, that's fair. That's not racist. It's how we are in Hawaiian Islands. I mean, are you sure Hawaii isn't a little bit racist? It's still America. And that means, I mean, not the bad kind of racist, but a fun kind of racist. Like, hey, let's make fun of white people who don't know how to be in the sun. That's fun. I feel that's fun. Totally different.
You talking about me?
I'm talking to John Taylor, who is in Hawaii and fighting for his life. Not really.
Yeah, but you said white people don't know how to be in the South. That's me. I literally left.
Yeah. Well, you don't know how to be in the sun.
Great. I'm pretty, believe it or not, I come off as like for television purposes and like where I live, I come off as pretty conservative. But if I go down to Texas, they're like, we don't like you liberal kind here.
Yeah, you liberal dress wearing piece of shit. Yeah,
right.
100%.
You like abortions and the devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
And healthcare. Yeah,
dirty
healthcare. I like having teeth, motherfucker.
I mean, so they're actually slowly opening up healthcare for dental in Canada. So it's actually pretty good. They've given it to like young people and old people.
I knew there was a catch. I knew it. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get Luigi Mangione is gonna give us healthcare, and they're gonna deny us eyes and teeth and probably ears. And they're gonna be like, those are luxury items. You don't really need eyes, ears, and mouth. It's gonna be like I swear to God, every fucking American universal healthcare video is just gonna be the Wiggles telling you what they don't cover. Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
That's fair. I mean, listen, it's a million things. Getting dental and more taxes. I mean, we're already taxed to high hell here. We're already taxed. My next door neighbor is from Texas. Jesus. John, why are you in Hawaii? Like, I'm assuming
is your next door neighbor Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Also a good question.
He's from Texas, and I'm pretty sure he lives in Hawaii.
Well, here's the question, John, is that what motivated you? Were you born in Hawaii? Did you move to Hawaii? Have you retired? Are you their new king? I have questions, John.
That's not enough beans for me, so I'm going to go a second can for the record.
He's a man that likes his beans.
I love beans, man.
I mean, listen, I'm a big fan of beans. I'm also a big fan of farting, but my problem up until now was being worried that if I farted, I'd shit my pants. But now I have a system and it's pretty good. John says no. I'm assuming that's for Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Well, pretty fucking lame to tell that story then. I'm kidding.
I moved here in 1985, so you may be royalty. You may be a ruler of your.
Were you a baby when you moved there? Or
do you have a fiefdom? Do you have originally from Youngstown, Ohio? Jesus, that is a step up.
Around the corner. Fucking Marco lives in Youngstown, for the record. You know.
Yeah. So, John, on Thursday we had a show called Mental Health, and we had a guest was a friend of ours, Marco Torres from Upside Down Studios, and he is also from Youngstown, and Upside Down Studios is also based in Youngstown. So it's a small world. Yeah, he lives in
Cleveland, so like right around the corner from Youngstown.
Yeah. I went there for
the record. I know you haven't been there since 1985, but it hasn't moved. Cleveland and Youngstown are still right next to each other.
I will be 60 on January 24th. Jesus. So hold on. So you got like prime time Hawaiian poontang in the 80s. Like nice.
He's an original Xer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you moved when you were 20. That was a perfect time to move to Hawaii.
Yeah.
1985, no less. At when you were 20?
You've been 25.
Damn, bro. Damn.
You just missed Surge. Surge was like, I was in Hawaii between 80 and 82.
I know. Like, John Taylor has had fucking pineapple, pussy,
punani.
Punani.
100%.
Pineapple, pussy, and sunburns like no man can imagine.
John, now that you're almost 60, I have to ask you, do you look like a belt that walks? Like, are you like full leather skin, or are you like, no, I don't tan because I'm rich? Like, how does it, like, are you Did you move at 25 because you were like, I have money, I'm going to live here for the rest of my life because why would I leave paradise?
Are
Or
you a
was
beach bum? Because I'm not gonna lie, I always like if I didn't have a kid, I probably by now because I really thought about it for a long time. I always wanted to move to Hawaii and just live on the beach and
yeah?
just like I don't know, like teach people stuff for money, like
So this is the
how to like
problem.
steal money.
Most of my life, Cole, I was
Bodybuilder, oh, you're ripped.
Jesus. So
You're not,
listen,
but you're not a steroid bodybuilder, right? That's it's all
from the
natural, which
80s,
means
hey, if he was in the 80s, yes, he was. And he had the best steroids, okay? Now
really,
steroids
that
suck.
means,
Back
dude,
then, your steroids were top fucking
I
tier,
mean,
bro.
John's only got like 5 years left of living.
I mean, depends. How long were you a
Fucking
bodybuilder?
steroids eat you alive.
John, I may have to Google you. But yeah, no, that's awesome. That's like so right now. So you understand, John. I used to be over 500 pounds. Now I'm a very slender 270, 280, somewhere around there. And essentially I'm trying to now like I got down to about 250, 245, 250 and graded parm. Oh,
Parmesan Ray Romano.
yeah, of course. He said no, I was not professional. He just used it for looks and getting poontang.
Bodybuilder then.
So yeah, I'm
You're a
now
guy with a built body.
switching fat for muscle. So I'm like working out regularly, being active and all that bullshit and eating healthy. It sucks, but he competed in local competitions. Did you ever win anything? Because I have a buddy who I think he got silver in in a competition that he finally did. He was jacked, but he also it was like late 80s, early 90s, and he had great juice. So Victoria asks, how's your chili? Because photos are when the chili is done. Victoria, calm down. But yeah, John, so like we are trying to both Cole and I are trying to mostly third place. Bro, that's still a place. That's good. That's decent, right? Like sometimes like I remember guys who be like, I have 8 abs. You're like, yeah, you can't really compete with that. That looks good. That looks damn good. Where are the sausages, sir? Where
they're coming. They're coming. I'm gonna like semi like pre-cook these sausages.
Yeah.
Throw sausage and chili, it's gonna take a couple hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
That makes sense. I think you should.
I'm still seasoning this chili too.
You should brown them, cut them, have them all seared, and have a little char on them. Then throw them into the chili at the last second, right?
Yeah,
like that makes
sense. For show purposes, this isn't how I would normally do it. Normally, I would throw everything in a pot on low and let it cook for several hours. But for show purposes, we don't have forever. You know what I mean? Come Super Bowl, I'm gonna make a brisket. We are gonna have a long ass show.
Yeah. Serge just said he's getting ready to add the ginger ale in his next step. Are the sausages in the chili? No, they're going to be in the chili, but cooked first and then in the chili. Serge, why? Yeah, no, it's 100%. It might be Sprite, maybe a little lemon lime to add to the cilantro flavor.
Victoria, I thought about it. I figured it out. Okay, I figured you asked me why I never fuck with Dino, but I fuck with you, and it's always been because like Greek food is just so basic. I'm gonna try to figure out how to make something that has like a lot of lemon in it and just add Sprite.
I will kill you with my Greek family. Have you had macadamia coffee? I have not.
Green chili.
Green chili? Oh, fantastic. So I'll be honest with you. I have not had macadamia coffee, but that does sound interesting. I know a lot of people are on this mushroom coffee kick, which I'm like, that's gross. That's dirt. That's dirt coffee. I don't agree with that. Hawaiian cuisine. I would drill. That's interesting.
Yeah, Don. Recommend something. Recommend something that you think I could probably pull off. And we'll make it. Hell, we'll make it next week.
To be clear, John, like we've been waiting over a year for Cole to cut a finger off, and he hasn't so far. He does have experience in various kitchens, so he is, despite what he looks like, he is actually very capable. So,
and you can attest to that. By the way,
I can. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, if I come down there, you're making corned beef. I'm just letting you know in advance.
Make corned beef now.
That's 100% happening. I say make it from the beginning. If you make the corned beef the day I get there, I'll nibble on it the whole time. So we'll like make other stuff, but then I'm like middle of the night, I'm like, I need a sandwich, corned beef, boom, done.
It's almost that time of year again. It's almost dude, you haven't been here in almost a year, man.
Bro, don't say that shit to me.
Okay,
Macadamia
it was literally 10 months ago. Your last time you were here.
Bro, why do you have to make me feel bad?
Life
I don't
goes by
understand.
so fast. I'll be 31 in April.
So old. I gotta replace you with a new person. Victoria says technically there is a Coke flavored chicken wing in Chinese cuisine. Mom used to make it. I mean, like, but that's the thing is Coke I could see as something that goes in like a barbecue sauce or something like that. Ginger ale and Sprite, absolutely not.
If I'm grilling, I like to make a barbecue sauce out of vanilla Coke.
A barbecue. Yeah. That makes sense.
It's
Yeah.
delicious, dude.
Because hey, but vanilla Coke doesn't taste like Coke. It is a distinctly different flavor, right?
Different.
I love Sprite with extra lemon, 100%.
My brother, who's in prison right now, he's like, if you are going to go out on the grill, if I'm going to eat it, you have to make the vanilla Coke barbecue sauce. I'm like,
that's fair.
He's like, no, you have to make the vanilla Coke barbecue sauce.
No, that's when you just go, okay, just don't eat then. That's fine. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, that's not.
But I haven't seen him. He gets out in May. It's been 2 years I've seen him. I'm gonna have to make it for his birthday. He's a summer baby. So I'm gonna have to make him a fucking vanilla Coke barbecue sauce.
So John suggested Loco Moco, which is very easy to make and basically hamburger steak.
That story? What?
Loco Moco. Let me see. Hold on.
Making barbecue sauce with soda since I was like, he didn't go to his island in the trip.
Ooh, Loco Moco might be the winner there, John.
He loves that soda or that barbecue sauce that I make.
Let me see. I'm gonna see what these.
I'm gonna have to make it when he gets out. Is what I'm saying. Because he won't eat my barbecue without it.
Oh, Kona Coffee's the company.
What is a protest? No. Out of protest, he was like, "I don't want it unless you make that."
I can imagine, John.
But the thing is, the type of guy I am, that I want you to eat it. If I make the food, I gotta figure out how to make you like it. You know what I mean? Because that's the way I'm built. Well, it's not gonna be raw, but they're gonna be.
Huli chicken, Loco Moco was another one you had here. Pork, gestantes.
That's fine.
And hold on.
Damn. My mom just told me that she caught what I caught last week. And she just told me she's not sure. Like she's lost her voice. Nice. I lost my voice for about 12 hours. She lost her voice probably 3 days now straight. And she just said, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get my voice back.
Awesome. You're gonna have some peace and quiet.
It's been pretty quiet lately.
Good.
Although my whole life's been in shambles during that time, so of course, the quiet comes when I'm trying to figure out my life.
Yeah, of course, yeah, that's fine. So
I guess that's a good time to have it, though. I got Himalayan pink salt going in here, by the way.
Himalayan and sea salt have been
Talupa. I'm not making chili twice in a row. You're gonna have to give me something else, but I will make that again. I will make that sometime in the future.
Okay, I'm just taking all these. So, pork, guisante.
Hey, John, what do you personally love out there in Hawaii? And I'll make that.
His first thing was Loco Moco. That's his first suggestion. So
Loco Moco. I don't know what that is. I have to look it up.
Hey, Dino, have you seen Too Many Cooks? I don't know what you mean. Like too many cooks, not enough, or too many cooks in the chip.
Too many cooks, not enough cups.
I mean, that's fair. Talupa Samoan. Okay.
Very tiny little bit of lemon pepper, by the way. Like a pinch.
Interesting.
Garlic powder. A lot of garlic powder, though.
Okay. It's Samoan palusami recipe is for the chili. Interesting. I pulled up all these recipes, so we're gonna discuss them off camera to pick one. I'm thinking we're gonna go with Loco Moco, John, because that sounds delicious and it looks cool. It's got an egg on top. It's fucking baller. Making your own Thanksgiving type holiday cooking challenge. Everyone makes a dish. Ooh, yeah. So we were talking about this earlier, just because we are going through a lot at the house, and we're trying to figure out a new layout for certain areas and stuff. Because originally I was over here is my laundry room, and I was going to essentially build a kitchen on top of the washer and dryer because there's a sink already there and all that stuff. I was going to replace the sink with a nice sink and kind of make it a weird kitchen. But it is a tight space, and I'm still fat, so that may not happen. But on the other side is now we're going to have some open area because we got to move the couch and everything. So it may work out that I have a cooking area sooner rather than later. So we have been thinking
hammer and cheese Dino style.
Yeah, so we may be able to turn around and have cooking versus also he judges my cooking, I judge his cooking. I'm not a good cook. Like I'm a creative person and I'm good at it, but I'm good as like a executive chef, not as like a
executive chef. You mean sous chef? I'm executive chef.
No. I don't touch the food. I just tell you what to do. I'm not. I'm definitely executive chef. There's no. Yeah, no. I'm not. I'm not good at the actual chefing. I'm good at creative, how to put it together, what to do, all that kind of stuff. Right. So
you're hilarious.
I'm good in theory. Not in practice.
I think this would be a fun show where somebody who is of rank. I was a sous chef. Okay, that's my rank. So I don't want to be like go out and tell everybody like I know everything about everything. I was an assistant chef essentially. Okay. But it would be a fun dynamic to see somebody who hasn't worked in the food industry per se, at least the back of the house, but loves food, and then there's a chef judging your shit from afar.
That would be
It'd be like worst cooks in America type of ordeal.
Hey, Victoria threw her hat into this, and hold on, John. I will just friend you on Facebook, and then we can actually talk like real people. It'd be great.
I feel like Victoria isn't just prep cook. I think she's actually like line cook. Like go over there and cook that. That's what you said. Go over there and warm this up for me real quick.
John,
my bird's laughing. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of chipotle seasoning in there.
I love it. I also looked up that. So Victoria suggested spam musubi, which I probably didn't say. Look up. Okay, so I just looked it up. That looks hilarious. I'm gonna check it out. Search. Hawaiian salt and chili pepper water is essential for most recipes. Interesting. Get high first before watching. Standard. Victoria says, "I'm just the prep cook." You know what? I'm not. I'm theoretically a good person. I'm not in practicality. Like I'm not useful in like unless you have heavy stuff or you want to break stuff, I'm your guy. But let me see here, John. I'm just trying to look you up on the Facebook.
Tom Taylor seems like a pretty common name. Who are you friends with? Because if you're watching on Facebook, you have to be friends with one of us.
Well, he just liked the show on this, so I am going to friend him. John Lee, you look like a real good guy.
I gotta take piss.
We're already friends. Where did we meet? How do we know each other? Jesus. Oh man, now I feel bad, John. I'm sorry. But yeah, we'll talk. Let me open a message for you. Hold on. Man, it's you have a limited profile, John, so it's not letting me friend you. But you could send a friend request to me. It's just Dino Blesses. Here, let me pull it up on my book face, and I'll tell you. There, hold on, home. No, I want to go to me. Dino Blesses. Here. Here. Copy. Paste. There we go. I just sent on Facebook the link to my personal profile. Send me a friend request, John, and we'll talk because that's awesome, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, Victoria says I'm just if I'm cooking for you, I'm making you ginger ale everything. Yeah, it seems like
everything. Are you gonna put ginger ale in everything, or are you just gonna serve me ginger ale?
Listen, one or the other. I was
Can you
told
make a
because I'm a
good
smoker.
miso soup out of ginger ale? I would fuck with that.
Bro, okay, so Serge is like, I was told because I'm a smoker, I couldn't deconstruct flavors. I can do it. Serge, you know what the problem is? Is people who say that kind of
Commonly
stuff.
you can't, but that doesn't mean everyone can't.
Yeah.
Smokers do have a harder time figuring out flavors. But I smoke pretty regularly. Y'all see me, I do fine.
Listen, if you're like smoking 3 packs a day, yeah, your fucking smell is gonna be a little off, no question. But if you smoke occasionally, like me, I smoke like 10, 12 cigarettes a day, maybe.
Yeah, how much do
Uh,
you smoke, Serge? You,
yeah.
I think as long as you're like half a pack a day or less, you'll be fine.
Jesus. John, you keep talking. We may just do a hammered and cheese live at your place, okay? Yeah, no, so because
I
we've been
would
trying
say
to
something with pineapple.
you do a pineapple fried rice. Good. Anyways,
Pineapple what?
I took all
Pineapple like banana bread, like pineapple bread.
I said
That what you
pineapple
said?
fried I said pineapple fried rice, you
Oh,
dipshit.
I've had that. They make that at the Thai food restaurant I worked at.
I enjoy that every big comment that Victoria has, or from anyone really, it just immediately
Is
covers your
her just
entire face.
crashing out about recipes?
I'm more posh than that. I would make you a 3-course meal with ginger ale vinaigrette salad, and ginger ale cornbread crouton with fried chicken and waffles with ginger ale coating. I mean,
I fucking dude, I would eat that.
that sounds good to me. Original chili seasoning mix. Of course, we have to add that. That's
Just
fine.
in case.
Well, listen, that's how life is.
Just in case it doesn't taste
Uh,
enough like chili.
then ginger ale cheesecake with ginger ale syrup on top with candied ginger.
I don't know why, but all that sounds good, Victoria. So like
See, this is
if
the
you're
problem.
trying to fuck with me, like it's not working. Like I would eat that. Now I'm gonna make all that and try it.
Yeah, why not?
That way when you make it for me, I'll be like, this is what I would have done.
See, and that's how you know he's a bastard.
I would have used instead of that Canada dry shit.
That's the best ginger ale in the world. But go
I
on.
would have used schnapps or whatever the snaps. What is it? The other one? The other ginger ale?
Schweppes.
Schweppes. That's the one. Yeah.
You're a bit of a retard.
I would have used Fago.
Let me see here.
I dated one too many juggalos.
That's fine. Like about a pack a day, but it's filtered cigars. See, the problem with cigars is you don't inhale, so it sticks around in your mouth, which causes issues. But
He
regardless.
probably meant cigarettes. There's not like
No, he said
if you
filtered
got
cigars.
if you met filtered cigars and he's smoking a pack a day of Black and Mild because there's not really too many cigars that have filters on them.
Maybe he does. You don't know. Ted Bakery. Ask Victoria. Victoria.
Yeah, I think that was the autocorrect thing.
Do you know what Ted Bakery is? Let me see. Well, hold
Ted
on.
Bakery. I've never heard of that.
You haven't heard of shit. You live in a cave.
That's
Oh, Ted's Bakery. Jesus Christ. Oh God. Okay, just looking at the website for Ted's Bakery, just so you know, John, I have gained 7 pounds just by looking at the website. Oh my God, they have so many breakfast sandwiches. They all look good. Oh God,
breakfast sandwiches are where it's at.
breakfast and bro.
That's a thing in Hawaii too. I heard is just breakfast sandwiches. Is that true? Or am I being what's I like? Big thing is like just bacon, eggs, cheese, and some hot sauce on toast. That's why I was told says, big thing in Hawaii.
There's a new class action lawsuit against Canada Dry because it doesn't have ginger. They say it has ginger, but it's like it's been boiled the fuck out of. So it's like it doesn't have any of the ginger that's good for you.
I fucking told you.
Bro, okay, hold on.
Bingo!
Lilyha Bakery Hawaiian cream puffs are addictive. Well, I'm gonna Google that too now. See, this is the thing is you know what? I don't appreciate Google listening to me so intently because I got a little splash of like 2012 Google. All I did was LIL and Lilyha Bakery just appeared. And I'm like, you know what? You can't only listen when I'm talking. You need to listen all the time and be better.
The last thing that's going in is chili before we start cooking sausage. A little bit of sugar.
Oh yeah, how come?
How come?
Yeah.
The balance flavors up,
That's fair. Ted's Bakery sounds delicious. Does
A lot of people use brown sugar. The reason I use white sugar, I use white sugar instead of brown sugar because I'm out of brown sugar.
That's fair. Interestingly enough,
Oh shit! I almost forgot the onions. I got to cut these up.
What the hell?
I forgot. My bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
You are a piece of shit.
The best part. Everybody wants to watch me cut the onions.
Yeah, well, that's definitely a part. Yeah. So, Sergio, I smoke king size as well. That's fine. It's just because I'm not a lady. I used to smoke hundreds from the States. I would get them from duty free. Lily Hot Bakery's #1. I mean, I'm just looking through some of their stuff because it looks so good. Original Lily Hot menu. Bro, if I go to Hawaii, I'm getting fat. See, this is the problem, okay? You were like, I want to live on a beach someday in Hawaii. And I'm like, the problem is, if I live on a beach, they're going to call, like animal services because they're like, something beached itself because I've been fat for so long. So only now do I have a chance of doing that. If I slept on the beach, they would be like, it's a beached animal. It can't get out.
No, that's that reminds me of Barbie. You want me to beat you off?
The beach off? Yeah.
The beach off. You want me to beat you off? I'll beat you off.
Serge just said this is an adult cooking show. Members bonus footage shows Cole fucking said chili. I mean, Patreon is Patreon, people. That's just how it works.
Wait, what happened?
Serge just said this is an adult cooking show. Members bonus footage shows Cole fucking the chili. while it's still steaming hot. Just so you know.
Oh, relax. Should I use a butter knife? Will that make it more fun for everybody?
No, please don't. Just use a very proper sharp knife. Why do you have to be that guy?
I don't sharpen my very proper knives though.
Didn't you just get a whole? Do you have nice knives or no?
I used to, but I lost them in the not divorce that I had. Because I wasn't married, but it still felt like a divorce.
Yeah, well, that is how that works. Frustratingly.
A kid with somebody, it's a divorce when you move out.
Hey. Chocolate croissant. Yeah. If I go to Hawaii, I'm definitely getting fat. My dad went to Hawaii. My sister did too. I haven't been. My dad was like, I liked Hawaii because if you don't like the food, just go down the street to Denny's. And I'm like, I mean, I get that, but also I think you're losing the whole picture there, Dad.
Is that true of anywhere?
No. As soon as you leave the United States or Canada, no. You're stuck on the resort.
Nah. I'm not stuck on the resort.
You must visit. John, I'm going to visit because that sounds awesome. I would eat so much poke in Hawaii.
That's why you and me can't travel. You're always trying to get me to travel, but as soon as we get anywhere, I'll be like, let's go to the parts where we're not supposed to go. But they tell us the white people can't go. Yeah.
You definitely get us arrested. That's fine.
Nah, I wouldn't get arrested. Hey. I would fucking fit in. I would.
Not me.
How many foreigners have we interviewed? Not a lot, but every foreigner fucking loves me. I don't know why, because I don't really like foreigners. But
the problem is, number one, you would fit in. I would not. But number two is that I have a passport and you do not. So it's like we're two sides of one coin. I have a passport that doesn't fit in, and you have no passport, but you do fit in. So
it's mostly just because I grew up in the worst parts of America, which are just eerily similar to the worst parts of the rest of the world.
That's fair. John says you have to experience a Hawaiian luau. I have heard stories about a proper luau, right? Because there's a luau, right? Then there's a luau, and then there's luau, and then there's a fucking luau. And the problem is everyone that I've talked to, John, has been of the opinion that it's like you need to know someone because you can't just be like, I'm going to a luau and just happens because it might be dog shit, right? Because there's real work that goes into it. Cole's OnlyFans is called Chili Dog.
That's hot chili.
Hey, listen. If I had an OnlyFans, it would be wieners at 2 a.m. and it would just be me eating hot dogs at 2 a.m. That's all it would be.
You want my beans and chili?
And John says, I promise you, Hawaii whites have no issues. See, this is the thing is within three. So I'm Greek, John. So whenever someone is mean to white people, I'm like, yeah, white people suck. They're like, you're not white. I'm like, I'm Greek. And they're like, fuck no, that's different. And even Cole, they'll be like, oh, you're a white guy. He's like, no, I'm from Texas. And people are like, that's not fucking white. That's Texas. It's different. It's not the same.
Nah, I've always seen white to people until I open my mouth, and then people are like, "You're not white. You're just light skinned, and not like you're almost black. I'm more Mexican than anything."
Yeah, you are a little bit Mexican. That's fair. Victoria says Cole's lying. He likes Asian ladies. I mean, he likes Asian boys
love
too.
Asian ladies.
Everybody loves Asian ladies.
But those,
John, Jesus Christ.
Those aren't foreign. They control. If white people control one side of the world, the Asians control the other, a little bit smaller side of the world.
Technically, it's smaller but has more people. Technically,
yeah, y'all breathe like a motherfucker.
There's two sides of the world. There's the whites on one side, then the Asians on the other, and then in the middle is the Russians causing problems for everyone. It's fair.
Russians are white. Get the fuck out of here. Quit saying that shit.
The Russians aren't white, sir. How dare you?
They're white, bro. Just because they come from Greek lineage doesn't mean they're not white.
Russians aren't Greek. How dare you, sir? Hey, technically, everyone is Greek, my friend. Everyone. It does not matter where you are from.
Okay.
Everyone.
You can't tell me Ukraine ain't part Greek.
Yes, they are.
From the Mediterranean, bro.
Listen.
They named their capital, I think, Odessa, after a Greek person.
You know what?
Maybe a god. I don't know.
No, not true. All I know is that without Russia, Asia and America would just cause too many problems. They need a villain. Megamind is Russia right in the middle, just to cause things. I live very close to North Shore, Hawaii. Bro, I'm so jealous of you, John.
The last thing I'm going to say real quick about this Asia versus whites. We can really just call them Anglo-Saxons versus Asians. Orientals, if you will.
Don't use that word.
I don't know why that one's offensive, but I also don't know why that word exists either. But no, like that goes back to like the Genghis Khan. Yes. Like the Khans wouldn't even fuck with the Greeks. You know what I mean? Like Alexander the Great and the Khans were like almost in a very like they created the Silk Road because they knew one or the other couldn't destroy each other. Yeah, you know, both were too powerful. This has gone on for thousands of years. The Asians versus white, not like it's almost like a peaceful rivalry.
It's
the world.
It's called MAD. It's mutually assured destruction. It's like, well, listen, if you fight us, you'll get hurt. If we fight you, we'll get hurt.
Right.
So we're just gonna keep on trying to scam the shit out of each other, but no one's gonna do anything.
Yeah, the closest thing we ever came to real beef between each other was when America dropped nukes on Japan.
And even then, Japan was like, "Whoa, sorry."
But it's Japan, you know what I mean? Like they were pissing off all the Asians too. You know what I mean? Like they're pissing off their own people. We had the O word passed.
Yeah, well, yeah. Serge says, I like ladies with hips. I bet you do, Serge. Random question. Why didn't you take the casing off the sausage? Because it's not that kind. We're not using just sausage meat. We're cutting up pieces of sausage in there.
Right? Yeah, we're gonna cut this kind of janky. This is what I told. I was told by Marco. I was like, oh, did you just break it up and cook it? Like almost like how you would on a pizza. He was like, no.
Like pieces of sauce.
And throw it in the chili. But like I said, I'm gonna brown this a little bit so it's kind of fully cooked. When I throw it in the chili, I'm gonna cut it up.
And then that's the thing is it'll stay in bigger chunks, and that way you can scoop up a piece of sausage and then some other meat, vegetables, and stuff like that. Right? You need a big you have to eat this with a ladle. It'd be great. Welcome back, Zane.
It's gonna run a little long for the record. We're probably gonna go another 20 minutes at least.
Yeah. Victoria is giving us side eye. That's fine. Lots of Canadians in my community. I bet you they're trying to leave Canada. Especially
Victoria, come on as a guest. You're totally allowed, and you can dictate the meal for the night. You want to make something.
She won't. I feel like your chili
She would
is like
never.
a gumbo hybrid. That's if you add rice.
I feel like we should get Victoria one of those. You ever watch those those shows about like a murderer or whatever, like a cold case, and there's always that one character that their voice is like, and all you see is like a shadowy like silhouette. We should figure out how to do that for Victoria so she can come on.
The problem is, it'll be like remember when they blacked out Bart Simpson's face, and he's like, "I caramba," and you're like, "That's not. That's we all know that who that is. It's not." And Victoria be like, "I'm not Victoria. Yes, I am. Oh my god!" And you're like, "That's
We'll,
not
we'll all know she's Victoria. She can say she's Victoria. We just don't know what she looks or sounds like.
right."
I'm also
With
gonna
the,
throw some peeled garlic in with the sausage and like soften that up a little bit.
you see what I have to put up with people? He won't even peel his own garlic. The dirty bastard. Victoria says, with the pixelated head, yes, I would go on for that. I mean, it'd be funny.
What'd you say?
She said, with a pixelated face, she would. She would
Oh,
go,
there you go.
which I'm like, that's ridiculous. But
What is she afraid that she's ugly or whatever? It's impossible. She's a Chinese woman. They're not ugly.
of course,
Oh,
not.
is she ugly in China? Is that what it is? Because here she's probably like an 8. But
Everyone, hey,
China,
it
she's
doesn't
like
matter.
a 2.
Unless you're ultra famous, everyone just says you're ugly immediately in China.
That is Chinese people. They are like that.
Keeps,
I love
keeps
that. about
everyone
them.
down. Yeah, everyone. Everyone's like, I'm gorgeous. You're like, you're ugly as shit. Shut the fuck up. Just immediately.
No, isn't it like taboo to say that you're pretty? Like to talk about being
Yeah.
pretty yourself?
Yeah.
Like talk of yourself in a
It's-
high regard?
It's bad karma, number one, but also like people are like, you're low class. Like immediately. As soon as you say, oh, at least I'm good looking, you're like, that's because you're a piece of shit. Like,
Dude, I would
that's all
fit
you
right
have.
the fuck in China. I never talk good about myself.
You
I'm
know what I mean?
always telling stories about how fucking shit I am.
You remind Cole that garlic doesn't go in the fridge, right?
It goes. I put it in the freezer because it molds if you don't.
So you shouldn't freeze it at all. So, but the problem is it's already peeled, so you kind of are you have to use it like almost immediately. But the problem is garlic, as soon as it gets in the cold, whether it's the freezer or the fridge, number one in the fridge, yeah, it does mold. But
You know,
also,
you're full of shit. But continue.
no, it's not true.
Garlic can grow in the wintertime on it like through the
Yeah.
snow.
But that's because it's growing. So we're talking about harvested where it's not growing anymore, right? So what happens is garlic, its composition actually changes with the cold, after it's been harvested. So yeah, it does grow in the cold. That's
all right. Well, I bought this and it's in the refrigerated section. So
because they're trying to make it not.
That's why I put it in the freezer.
You really shouldn't. Oh, Serge, that's not a bad offer. Send me a link in Discord. I'll join. No cam, but I can BS with you guys. That may happen very soon, sir. I feel like in China, you can't tell if people are pretty or not. Have you seen some of the makeup tutorials? Regular ladies are like genius makeup artists who put clay on their nose to make. Yeah.
Bro, dude, there are Asian dudes that they trick you into thinking are women in Asia. It's called Taiwan or Thailand, but I saw The Hangover Part 2. I know what I'm talking about.
I believe
they don't call it bang cunt.
Bangkok. Yeah.
Yeah, the makeup trial will get you. She's right. She's 100% right. They got dudes looking like women out there.
Victoria actively sends me this clickbait.
We call them Maui.
Maui. That's fair. But like she sends me clickbait all the time where they're always like women who once they take off all their makeup, they're like, you're 1,000 years old and ugly as shit and like not in shape. Mahu's transgender.
Mahu. I was gonna say Maui. That was a typo the first time. Because Maui isn't he like a Polynesian god? I see a lot of movies, and I saw Moana, and I'll probably see the second one here pretty soon. Remember, I got a 9-year-old son. He hasn't transitioned out of cartoons yet. We're almost there. Although I kind of hope he never does, because Sonic 3 was dope as fuck. If you want to see a movie and you don't want to have to think too much, you want low I guess stakes, which
low brain power,
because Sonic is about like the world being taken over or whatever. But like, you don't care what happens really at the end. Go watch Sonic 3. It was a good movie. Go check it out.
Let me see here. There are
And
some
this
who look
also
like
might be one of the last movies that if you're what's his
Jim Carrey
name?
does. Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey. Yeah, it might be one of the last. It seems like he's gonna be back for number 4. If you watch the third movie, you'll get the vibe that he's gonna come back for the fourth one. But
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like he's gonna do any other movies. So he's really just in it until Sonic kind of ends.
Well, he basically is Dr. Robotnik. Let's be
Dude,
honest.
he
Like, you look at
kills
his
that
face
role.
and you're like, you're definitely Dr.
I'm not the biggest Jim Carrey fan. Like, I don't hate him, but I'm not the biggest Jim Carrey fan. But he kills that role. That's his role, honestly.
That's fair. There are some that look like toads and they do magic makeup and look like sexy anime princesses. I mean, like there are also dudes that do that. It's quite alarming. Sonic 3 is cool only because Keanu Reeves is on it. LOL. That's because you're racist, Victoria.
He was barely in it though.
Keanu Reeves can barely grow a beard. How dare you show him such honor?
It was weird that they got him for that role because
John,
he's such a big actor.
Stop. John, we appreciate you greatly. Please send a friend request. You can find if you find me, you'll see a link and I'll even message me and I'll send you a link to his stuff too. But definitely, brother, we'll be in touch. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you.
Later, Kunu.
I don't know what that means. I feel like that was racist, but whatever. I don't know.
It's from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. How'd you find it? Come up with your Hawaiian name? Oh, I typed in Chuck in a internet database and it came back Kunu.
Bro, Paul Rudd is a chameleon and also definitely a vampire.
How old are you? If I had to put an age on it, I would have to say 47. Fuck.
Yeah.
Kunu, Paul Rudd's character from Sarah Marshall is 100% me if I didn't have a child. If I didn't have like responsibilities.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But yeah, we appreciate
it. You look like you got some heartbreak in those eyes. You know what you need? Weed. You got any?
I mean, he's not wrong. How has Kyle been? Haven't seen him in a while. I couldn't tell you. Sorry, buddy. Life goes like that sometimes. Paul Rudd was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Yeah, he was Kunu. He was the beach guy who kept on forgetting everyone.
He was barely in it. He had like a very small part in it.
No, he's in it like 7 times. Like he comes back in and they're like, he's like, "Hi, I'm Kunu." He's like, "Yeah, we met like yesterday." He's like, "I don't remember." And you're like, "What?"
That's me. I do that shit to people all the time.
You do it on purpose though.
No, I don't.
Because you're a mean person. Hey, when people are like, "We've met before," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "I don't. Can you tell me where?" Because now I'm questioning my entire reality. Because I never forget a face. And then other people are like, "Hey man, what's up?" And I'm like, "Fuck you. I don't like you." And then they're like, "Why?" And I'm like,
in Los Angeles, they don't say it's nice to meet you. They say happy to see you. Because they're so afraid of
ghosts.
The for one, they're fucking Californians and they don't have like balls for anything. But they don't because people in Los Angeles meet a lot of people on a regular, so that they don't want to cause like they don't want to hurt people's feelings if they have met them before. They say it's nice to see you, or I think it's good to see you. Good to see you instead of nice to meet you.
Oh,
it's so gay.
That's fair.
It's so gay. Ask Alex about it tomorrow.
It will not be mean, right? Victoria says because they're pretentious. I mean, if you lived in Hawaii, I would be pretentious and just look down on people and be like, "I live in Hawaii."
She's talking about Los Angeles, I think, right?
Oh, Los Angeles definitely. It is.
Yeah,
Los Angeles.
No, I don't know. Like, I don't. I've had situations where people are like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you," and I'm like, "We've met," and they're like, "Oh, I didn't care. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I only care when it's a chick."
The best,
but that's my own thing. You know what I mean? Like,
the best story I've ever heard was about Jeff Goldblum and how he was this guy was he was like, I was at a party and Jeff Goldblum was there, and someone was like, oh, do you want to meet Jeff Goldblum? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. And I walk up and they're like, hey Jeff, this is so and so. And he was like, oh my god, of course you are, how are you, blah blah blah. And he was like, bro, I was so like awestruck by this guy knowing who I was. Like, he was such a great experience. And then I overheard him meeting other people, and every time people were like, oh, this is so and so, and they're like, oh, of course you are. He does that to everybody, and you're like, bro, that is a fucking pro move.
That's what I'm saying. He's from Los Angeles, or he lived in Los Angeles a long time. That's what they do.
Yeah. And bro, it's because it's so very. He's like, oh, of course you are. How are you? I've heard such great things, and you're just like, but he says it so believably. But then if you hear him, he says it to everybody, and you're like, what a fucking bastard. That guy is top tier.
Jeff Goldblum does seem like a type of person that has never, like, will never remember who you are, though.
No, he's in his own. He's in Jeff Goldblum.
My favorite character. What's your favorite Jeff Goldblum characters?
Oh, so recently,
who are your two favorite characters?
Was the guy that he played in Thor.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Because that is actually just Jeff Goldblum.
That's just Jeff Goldblum.
It's 100%. It was that was his Samuel L. Jackson. He's like, I'm just being myself. The other thing I saw him in, like, I did enjoy him in Jurassic Park. That was a good character.
I was gonna say Jurassic Park.
But
honorable mention. I liked him in The Switch. I think that's what it was with Jason Bateman and Jennifer Aniston, where Jason Bateman accidentally switches her paternity thing, where she wants to get like pregnant without a father or whatever.
Yeah.
I like Jeff Goldblum in that. That was a good one. He did a small part.
Yeah, but that's Jeff is a freak on the streets. Oh, bro, Jeff is 100% a freak in the streets. There's no question. Joyce is the Fly. Yeah, he was really good in The Fly because he does
The Fly.
Oh, it's a good movie.
It looks scary.
It is scary.
Yeah, I don't do scary much,
but it's scary. It's not like super scary. It's more just like,
is it a slasher film or is it some fucking think about it shit?
It's science scary.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do some think about it shit. The slasher, I can watch slasher films all day. I don't give a fuck. I don't like the Mothman prophecies.
No,
I don't do that shit. I don't like the Mothman prophecy. I don't like the Skeleton Key. I don't like anything that's like psychological thriller. I don't do that. Those shits are scary, scarier than any horror movie.
So it is more gore, but the whole, because you know what the premises of The Fly is, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so The Fly, he's trying to create physical transport. Okay,
I'm not interested.
Like Star Trek, like a transporter, like from one place to another. Okay, and the problem is he experiments on himself with it to transfer him from one pod to the other pod.
Oh, so he's like Norman Osborn from Spider-Man.
Right. So, but the problem is when he does it, a fly goes into the transporter.
I have heard of this. Okay.
So,
I've heard this plot before.
And what happens is when he comes out, he slowly starts becoming a fly. But like he does a great job at imitating a fly. But then like all sorts of weird shit happens because like a fly regurgitates on his food to make it like with acid.
To make it more like edible.
Because it doesn't really have a mouth. It has a little sucker thing, right? So it's a whole thing. And he's with his girlfriend, who I forget who it is, but super hot and like freaks her the fuck out because he starts acting really weird. And then like shit starts happening. So it's like it is sciencey, but it's more like there's not a lot of science. It's sciencey and like aliens type sciencey where you're like, there's science, but nobody gives a shit about that. It's more like, you know.
I don't know. There's some alien movies out there. You ever watch Apollo 18? That movie freaked me out.
No, I mean like aliens, like Sigourney Weaver aliens.
Movie kind of freaks me out.
Aliens?
I've seen some of the alien movies. I haven't seen the original one with Sigourney Weaver, but
the original one is top tier. The second one,
Alien versus Predator. I like Predator. Predator's cool.
Predator's good. Predator's a lot.
You kind of can't be a man without watching Predator. Any of them. I watch it every time there's a Predator movie come out. I watch it. I haven't seen the new one though, the one with the Indian girl, where he goes back in time and it's Native American.
It was actually really good.
Was it?
Yeah.
I want to see that
one.
one.
It's not time travel. It's just historic.
Yeah. Well, okay, not time travel, but you get the point. Like he just went back that time.
Even Serge is like, you need to watch it now. Yeah.
They're making a new Predator movie where the Predator is like the main character.
That'd be cool.
In that the movie is from his point of view.
So Victoria says, do you watch The Simpsons a lot?
Not really. I'm more of a Family Guy kind of guy. But even then, I'm still kind of meh.
Well, you basically look like Peter. It says there's a parody.
That's you, bitch.
Lois.
I don't have a character on that show. I don't have a character on that show. I'm Brian. I'm for sure Brian.
Do you feel bonita? Because you look bonita. Let's be honest. You're Quagmire at best.
No, I'm not Quagmire. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, maybe a little Cleveland. You are one of the blackest friends I have, just to be clear. Victoria says there's a parody Halloween episode where they do the fly. It's season 9, episode 182.
That's nasty.
I have every Aliens movie at one point. Bro.
Am I Cleveland because I live in Cleveland?
Maybe. That feels accurate.
I'm a little douchey.
Ryan Griffin is 100% a douche. You are a little bit of a douche.
You want to see how douchey I get?
Yeah. Sunglasses at night, even inside your house.
I bought these sunglasses.
So the new Aliens.
They come with a cake.
Anyways, Alien Romulus was actually pretty good. Prometheus and the second one, Prometheus and the other one, they were okay. Not bad, but okay. They kind of mess with the history. It's weird. But Romulus is actually pretty good. The girl that they played in it. So this is the thing is Sigourney Weaver is tall like a man, right? So as a main character, she comes off okay. But most women are midgets, right? So
she's the original female action hero.
100%. Well, her and Linda Hamilton. Linda Hamilton's little too, but she's scrappy.
Terminator?
Yeah.
Was she an action hero?
And the Terminator 2, bro.
Okay. All right. Not the original Terminator.
Yeah.
She's a bit of a damsel.
She's more of a damsel distress, but like she turns it around. So yeah, the Romulus
still girl, even though she's like almost 70.
Yeah. She was banging James Cameron when Terminator came out.
Oh, I can see it. James Cameron's a dog, bro.
Oh, he's a fucking ditch pig. Bro, he made Titanic just so he could go check it out on his own.
He's like one of like 10 people who've actually been at the Titanic.
Yeah.
And didn't spontaneously combust.
Anyways, so the new one, Romulus, the girl, she is little, but they did some little camera shenanigans, so she doesn't look as small on the set, like with the backgrounds and everything. So it actually comes across pretty decent in that fashion. Sir Ridley Scott did a great job on the last 2 Alien movies. I wish he finished the trilogy. Yeah, but you know, it was Prometheus and what was the other one, Victoria?
Ridley Scott's such a douche though, man. Like he just wants to fucking start a fight with everybody. I swear to God.
I'll fight him.
He's like one of those pretentious filmmakers, you know what I mean? Like
as someone who has zero fight training. No, as someone with zero fight training, other than like physical experience, I would challenge every famous and or rich person that's like, I want to fight somebody. I'll fight you. No problem. You just have to pay me. That's fine. Covenant. Yeah. So Alien, Prometheus and Covenant, both, I enjoyed them both, but they are a little artsy fartsy. Like they're a different, they're not comparable to Alien and Aliens. But they are good. Like they have a really cool vibe about them. Like the story is interesting. My ex was close to my height and we made rabbits look lazy. You look like you are constantly moving, Serge. Like you look like if someone took a picture, it would always be blurry because you're just always like, right? They are different genres. Yeah, they really are. But that's the thing is I watch Aliens to watch people get the little alien from their mouth shot through their face. That's the best part. Or the little alien coming out of their chest is the best part, right? The fact that you haven't seen Alien or Aliens is really bothersome. Just
Me?
yeah.
I'm sorry, Dan.
It's one more thing that I have a problem with you for.
Well, you know what? I made you watch Hercules when you came down. You made me watch movies too. You made me watch The Equalizer.
Yeah, that was okay though. That was pretty good. You
I'm
fell
not
asleep.
I wasn't a big fan of the movie. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but it's not really your
I'm
thing.
still watching it.
Let me see. It was also like 3 o'clock in the morning when we were watching it, so that's not good time. Aliens, etc. was a thriller action. Yeah, it was definitely a thriller action movie. It's not scary. Like it is scary because it's fucking terrifying, but it's not. It's more like suspense thriller than or thriller act. Yeah, it's a thriller movie as opposed to a scary or horror movie. But
Nah,
like,
the thing is like I don't really like good movies. Like these, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you gotta watch the movie." I'm like, dude, I like blockbusters. I like fucking popcorn flicks. I like movies I can just watch and eat popcorn too, and like
yeah,
half pay attention.
hey, Alien and Aliens are definitely movies that you could do that.
Yeah, but you can if you can just chill and not really pay attention and keep up still every once in a while make a text message or hop on fucking the internet for a minute,
Yeah.
I'll fucking like that movie.
And Victoria even says like Prometheus and Covenant were more like sci-fi horror with drama. Like that's true. Like because there was a lot of story to it. Serge says I grew up loving action horror and sci-fi. Yeah, but that was the 80s though, where it was actually awesome. And like do you remember the movie Running Man? Bruh.
Any Arnold Schwarzenegger I'll watch. I don't give a fuck.
Running Man is a great fucking movie, bro. So yeah, same here, Serge. Because Running Man is Hunger Games before Hunger Games, right? Like it's
Running Man, is that the one about Anthony Fontaine? For Fontaine rather with Jared Leto?
No. Running Man is Arnold Schwarzenegger fighting for his life in a it's kind of like
joke, you asshole.
That was a bad joke, clearly.
Running Man, is that concert in the desert?
Gay. That's Burning Man, and you know it. So the what was it? Running Man is a mix between like American Gladiators and Hunger Games. So instead of like a team of people are trying to survive, it's just you versus a bunch of fucking psychopaths. And like Jesse Ventura's in it, he does a great job. A whole bunch of people are.
Jesse Ventura, I don't know if he still is. He's not actually, but he was the governor of Minnesota for a while.
Yeah, he was the governor of Minnesota.
Governor of Minnesota, and then we ended up with that fucking dumbass Waltz. I say we, like Minnesota's part of me.
Yeah,
like I give a fuck what's going on in Minnesota.
Bro, that guy's mental.
They can't even pronounce soda correctly, and they call it Minnesota.
Whatever. The place is weird, but that's fine. I'd go. I just want to, you know what I want to do? I want to do a hammered and cheese tour where we just go eat good food every day.
Yeah, interview the fucking like the chef and everything. Like I just want our version of diners, drive-ins, and dives. We're just like cussing.
Yeah. I feel like, listen, if we can get this going with like a Patreon or something and actually have like membership stuff, we're definitely going to fund stuff like that where it's like, yeah, we just go to places and we fucking swear and make them make us weird shit. It's great. Yeah. It's there's a Canadian show called You Gotta Eat Here, and this guy just tours everywhere, and I'm like, I'm so jealous because it's such a cool show. Yeah, it's very similar but Canadian. So,
dude, if we could get Guy Fieri on the show, I would dig that too.
Bro, don't even joke about that.
I love that dude.
If we could, he would never. I would make him go to your house, just show up.
Make him go to my house.
Yeah. Like, I'm here for the cooking show, and be like, yeah, just grab a seat on one of my mismatched chairs. It'd be perfect. Great.
I'd be like, we're having scrambled eggs tonight.
And he'll be like, "You mean like Gordon Ramsay style scrambled eggs?" Be like, nope.
No, he don't. No, that's he don't eat eggs at all. He doesn't
These
like
are
eggs.
from powder.
If you make eggs, he'll try them, but every time he's like, "This is gross."
Hey, I'm telling you, just you got to make them eggs and be like, "This is called jailhouse eggs." Best of luck,
Who don't like? What chef don't like eggs?
bro.
That's what
If
drives
you
me crazy about it.
if you don't like eggs, you have a problem. I
See,
eat
I
eggs like a
don't
ton
like
of
to
stuff.
eat eggs very much because I worked at Denny's and it
Yeah,
just killed it for me. But I don't. I don't hate eggs. I just hate my experience at Denny's.
that's fair. That's fair. That's a reasonable thing, though.
Like every time I have eggs, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember these are good. But I
Yeah,
always just whenever somebody's like, "Let's have breakfast," I'm like, I think of Denny's.
yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah,
But that's why like my clean meal, if I'm trying to really cut weight like I am right now, is like my one meal a day will be uh like between 4 and 6 boiled eggs.
this
Um
dick. Oh God, and
yeah. And
these
then
nuts,
what?
these nuts.
No,
That's your clean meal.
that's you wish. Um yeah, bunch of fried eggs, yogurt, feta, an avocado, and if I'm really hungry, maybe it's 2 hot dogs and 2 hash browns, but then that's it. Get some fans. Get
This
some
chili
fan
is
short,
almost done. I'm just browning this sausage, and then we're good to go to start plating.
bro. Serge just said, "Get some OnlyFans shorts of Cole cooking with his feet while monkeys throw poop at him."
Yeah, I
I
should put in
mean,
my underwear. I should make
yeah,
bacon naked.
yeah. I think we should definitely do this. Listen, if I can get down to a flat stomach, I will do this with my shirt off. No, I won't even cook. I'll just sit here with my shirt off. Um, just an FYI. And I'll show you guys how far my skin can stretch. It'll be great. It'll be fun. I don't know what's happening over there, but those sausages look fucking great. Why'd you leave two uncircumcised?
Well, originally because they just didn't fit in the pan with all the other sausages while I was cooking them.
That'll happen.
So as you can see, they're not done yet. But
Bro,
going back in the it's okay. 5 second rule.
5 second rule, everyone. Don't worry. I'm just
But also after the show's over, I'm probably just gonna pour this chili over these two, and also bread, some sliced bread, like a genius.
you
Hey,
should
what
make
the fuck
some.
is the bread? Maybe
You
not
should
actually. I
you
don't
should
have
do
any
some,
bread.
bro.
Um,
Oh, that sucks.
and try to make a hot dog. We'll see, or a sausage with chili.
It's not a bad idea.
But I don't know if I have any bread. Any bread
Dang
in the
it.
freezer?
You got to get rid of those squatters you have.
Fact. I had
Hey,
bread yesterday. There was plenty of bread yesterday when I was looking at all the chili ingredients.
yeah.
All right.
All right. There we go. The sausages have officially been added, everyone. Oh man, I gotta buy smoke. Fuck, man. Oh, Victoria says you can make a sloppy Joe thing. I mean, it's more so you're just gonna make a chili dog, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like a makeshift food dog. All right, and all American sausage is antibiotics. You don't have to worry about worms if it's a little underdone.
I mean, don't
I
listen
eat
to him.
my pork a little underdone. I'm not gonna lie.
That's because
Like medium,
he
like a medium
already
well.
has worms in his brain. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, rocking the RFK thing.
That's right. That's fair.
There's a reason I voted for him. We have the same thing.
That's I mean,
We're one and the same. My family also has been fucking shot at.
I'm just scrolling back. I'm trying to find those the names of those recipes that John had mentioned. There we go. Ah, dang it.
You didn't lose them, did you?
No. I just trying to get them all on one page so I can take a picture and send it to myself. I know I should be screenshotting it with my computer, everyone, but I'm an old person and I can't figure that kind of stuff out.
Right. So,
You know, that's how senior
I really
citizen
don't
life
use
is.
my computer. That's how young I am. I use my phone for just about everything. As soon as I have to get on my computer, I'm like, what am I, 1,000? Fucking Jesus.
But that's a big thing, is to be able to do start and finish a process just using your phone is a very much a millennial thing, right?
Yeah.
And Gen Z. It's very, trying to find Ted's Bakery. There we go.
Right, there's my phone.
Perfect. All right, I sent it to myself. Perfect. All good. All right. Let's get some pictures. I want to see this stuff.
I don't get any pictures.
Victoria says medium done pork sounds like a great idea to lose weight.
Tapeworm.
Yeah. That's see, I was talking to Victoria about this where I'm like, I want the worms from Futurama, where they went into his system because he ate a tuna sandwich or an egg salad sandwich from a vending machine, and they essentially just started making his muscles and brain better because they took over his entire body. Sloppy Joe, how dare you?
Okay.
Oh, pepper jack cheese. Pre-sliced pepper jack cheese. It's like he got a raise or something, or a Christmas bonus.
That do thing.
Are you gonna put some fresh onions on there, or
Do I have to?
no?
There's onions in it. What the fuck?
All right.
Put some cilantro over the top.
You said you were gonna do something, okay? I'm just trying to hold you accountable because you're usually a dipshit, okay? I'm just a nice person. Sorry.
I never said I said earlier I was gonna put onions in it.
Listen, don't make me cut you, okay?
Almost. Please don't fire.
I think the real frustrating part is like I can't bring vegetables or meat or anything to you. Like I have to just go shopping.
Soup and oyster crackers.
Serge, I'm Joe and I'm not sloppy. I mean, listen, I feel like sometimes you have to. Those are good crackers for that, though.
I know, right? I got this specifically for these.
That's fair.
For this.
I feel like if we go, we're gonna have to like go grocery shopping and then just bring everything to your place and just start cooking. Just start.
Did we do that?
We did because we're very fat, and we did like 4 times. We got sandwiches blade at that Marco's place, which works so good. And then yeah, we went grocery shopping and we bought the corned beef, and yeah, it was really good. I definitely, it has been like 10 months, man. Fuck, bro, that sucks.
Yeah, you should come for a different holiday though.
Yeah, no, I want to come.
That way it's not the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, no, it's not even that, but also too, it's more so that like driving, I would rather drive down there just so I have a car, but then at the same time, like then Victoria, I can't leave Victoria without a car, so she's gonna come with me, right? Which is fine. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, shit. At this point, we know each other pretty well. You should bring her, bro.
I mean,
I don't bite. Does she bite?
Eventually, she's gonna have to accept that she hates you and you're a piece of shit. I don't hate
me. Her second favorite person.
You make that sound like I'm her favorite person. That is also not true. So
I was talking about her as the first.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. That's fine. I think her, then her mom, then her relatives, then like Santa.
I don't believe in Santa over there.
You don't know. She was born in the UK. They do all sorts of weird stuff. And then like maybe like top 30 is where I jump in.
Jesus. Yeah. What the fuck is the point of being married?
It's fine.
All right, I sent you the pictures.
I'm okay with it. I'm not sure why you had to put mustard all the way on the outside, but that's fine.
To make it fucking look special.
There you go, everyone. That is the fancy sausage chili that we've all been waiting for. All right.
All right.
All right. And let me know how it is. I want to know. I want to know, bro.
That's a
I
big
need-
sausage.
That's what she said. But
Jesus, doing a great job.
I find it hilarious how
It's gonna be so hot.
watching a man make a bite where he's like, I know this is gonna burn me. I'm still gonna try and go through it. He's like, I'm just gonna stretch it out a little bit. I'm waving it in the wind, just do a couple circles, and just
Ooh, spicy.
you know,
Good.
the verdict is good. The chili and the sausage jumps in. The spattering of mustard occasionally, just to make life exciting. Everyone, come on, be fair. So
That's good. It's spicy, but it's good.
I mean, that's fine. You have mustard on your beard.
Oh, do I?
It's totally reasonable. Well, I'm glad it turned out. All right, everybody. So that has been our recipe for sausage chili.
2-hour chili.
2-hour chili. I mean, not sausage chili. It's fine. And it was like hour and a half chili, maybe like hour and 20. Because we
talked on for a while.
For like half an hour of the show. So anyways, everybody, tomorrow I'm back with Generation Dan, which is going to be happening in the afternoon. We're still deciding what time, maybe at 1 and maybe at 4 p.m. One of the two, somewhere in there.
Two different times, but okay.
Yeah, somewhere in there. And then Monday we're back with Life of Giants, which we don't have a quote yet, but we will have a quote soon. And yeah, so make sure you
remember Rachel Ray's 30-minute meals?
Yeah.
We should change this to 2-hour meals.
Just so people know.
120-minute meals.
Yeah, well, that's not a thing. Yeah, 120 minute meals because we're not being unreasonable. So yeah, everyone, just to let you know, that's
4 p.m. is better.
We will be back. 4 p.m. is better. Then you know what? I'll probably make it 4 p.m. I'm just waiting to find out from Victoria what time works for her schedule, and then for anything we're going to do. But I will keep you posted and make sure I will click subscribe, then click that bell, and then you'll know. Good soup. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we will see you at our next episode. Have a great night.